Under the bright October lights, when the stakes couldn't be higher and every pitch could rewrite history, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has unleashed a postseason performance for the ages. The Toronto Blue Jays slugger, known for his effortless power and cool confidence, has transformed into a one-man wrecking crew, putting his team, and the entire baseball world, on notice. 6 home runs in the playoffs, each more thunderous than the last, have turned every at-bat into must-watch television. But this isn't just about numbers. This is about dominance, emotion, and the rise of a player stepping fully into his destiny. From the very first game of the postseason, you could feel something different in Guerrero's energy. The way he carried himself in the dugout, the way his eyes locked in before each swing, it was as if he already knew he was about to explode. In the opening series, he crushed 2 home runs that sent shockwaves through the ballpark, each followed by the roar of fans who sensed history brewing. Every crack of the bat was a statement, every trot around the bases a message. The Blue Jays are not done yet, and neither is Vlad Jr. Pitchers have tried everything, breaking balls in the dirt, high heat near the letters, cutters tailing away, but nothing has worked. Guerrero has looked locked in, reading pitches early, adjusting mid-swing, and punishing mistakes with terrifying precision. His timing, his bat speed, his poise, everything seems perfectly aligned. Analysts have compared this run to some of the greatest postseason streaks ever, but what makes this special is the raw joy and intensity Guerrero brings to each moment. He's not just playing baseball, he's living it, breathing it, and owning every second of it. The atmosphere in Rogers Center has been electric. Every time Guerrero steps to the plate, the crowd rises in anticipation. Phones go up, the noise swells, and for a brief moment, the entire stadium seems to hold its breath. Then, boom, the sound of impact echoes through the dome, a sound every fan will remember for years. His homers aren't just long, they're majestic. Towering shots that seem to defy gravity, landing deep into the stands or bouncing off the outfield seats. It's not just about how far they go, but how clutch they've been, each one changing the tone of the game. One of the most unforgettable moments came in Game 3 of the division series. The Blue Jays were trailing, tension thick in the air, when Guerrero stepped up with 2 outs and runners on base. On a 2-1 count, he turned on a fastball and sent it screaming into the left field bleachers. The explosion from the crowd was deafening. Guerrero rounded the bases, pounding his chest as his teammates poured out of the dugout. It was a moment that perfectly captured who he is: powerful, fearless, and passionate. Teammates have been in awe of his consistency. Bo Bichette described it best after the game, saying, "It's like he's seeing the ball in slow motion." Coaches talk about how his preparation has gone to another level: early cage work, film study, constant communication with hitting coaches. He's not just relying on talent anymore. He's combining natural ability with a meticulous approach, and that's what's making him nearly unstoppable. Even opposing players have taken notice. One rival pitcher admitted, "You can't miss against him right now. If you do, it's gone." He's in that zone hitters dream of. When opponents start to speak with that kind of respect, or fear, you know you're witnessing something special. And that's exactly what this postseason feels like, something we'll be talking about for decades. For the Blue Jays, Guerrero's hot streak couldn't have come at a better time. The team's offense, which had struggled through stretches of inconsistency, suddenly looks revitalized. His energy has become infectious. Younger players are feeding off his confidence. Veterans are reminding each other what it means to seize the moment. The dugout vibe has completely changed: more laughter, more belief, more fire. Fans have responded with equal passion. Toronto has turned into a baseball city reborn. Outside the stadium, you see kids wearing Guerrero jerseys, fans chanting his name in bars, murals being painted in his honor. On social media, clips of his home runs rack up millions of views within hours. Hashtags like #VladMode and #Guerrero Greatness are trending. It's more than a performance, it's a phenomenon. But Guerrero's journey to this point hasn't been easy. Earlier in the season, critics questioned his consistency. Some wondered if he could carry the team in crucial moments. He responded not with words, but with work, refining his swing, improving his patience, learning to trust himself again. That quiet grind during the dog days of summer laid the foundation for what we're seeing now, a player completely in control of his craft. What makes Guerrero's story even more compelling is his connection to legacy. The name Guerrero carries weight. His father, Vladimir Guerrero Sr., was a Hall of Famer, a feared slugger in his own right. But now, the son is carving his own place in postseason lore. Watching Vlad Jr. perform like this feels like watching history repeat itself, but with a new generation's fire and flair. And there's something poetic about the way he celebrates. The smile, the bat flips, the energy, it's all pure emotion. He's not showing off, he's showing love for the game. It's that authenticity that makes fans fall in love with him even more. Every moment feels genuine, every reaction real. Game after game, he continues to rewrite the record books. With each swing, he moves closer to joining the ranks of legendary postseason performances, Reggie Jackson's 3-homer game, David Ortiz's clutch heroics, or even Jose Bautista's iconic bat flip. Yet Guerrero's version feels uniquely his own, raw, youthful, electric. Opponents now approach him with caution, sometimes intentionally walking him, sometimes pitching around him entirely. But even that can't slow him down. He finds ways to contribute, drawing walks, sparking rallies, encouraging teammates. That's the mark of a true leader, influencing the game even when the bat stays on his shoulder. In the clubhouse, reporters describe an atmosphere of unity and quiet confidence. Guerrero is often seen laughing with teammates, keeping the mood light, but when it's time to play, he switches into full focus. The duality of his personality, playful yet fierce, has become the heartbeat of this Blue Jays team. As the Blue Jays push deeper into October, fans can't help but dream big. Every swing from Guerrero feels like a step closer to something monumental, maybe even a championship. The city of Toronto, long hungry for another World Series moment, can sense that something special is brewing. Baseball, at its core, is a game of moments. And right now, Guerrero Jr. is creating them at an astonishing rate. Each one feels cinematic, the kind of moment kids will reenact in backyards and remember for generations. It's not just about winning, it's about inspiring. In press conferences, Guerrero remains humble. He credits his teammates, his coaches, and his family. But anyone watching can see that he's the driving force. His leadership has evolved from quiet confidence to contagious enthusiasm. You can feel it every time he steps on the field. Commentators have started calling this the Guerrero October. And honestly, it fits. Because in this postseason, it feels like he's the main character. In baseball's biggest story, every highlight reel begins and ends with him. The question now isn't whether he's having a great postseason, it's whether this might be the greatest in Blue Jays history. And given what we've witnessed so far, it's hard to argue otherwise. 6 home runs, countless clutch moments, and an entire nation watching in awe. As the playoffs continue, fans hold their breath, wondering what he'll do next. Can he keep it going? Can he lead Toronto to the promised land? One thing's for sure, if anyone can, it's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. His bat has become a symbol of hope, his fire a reflection of every fan who believes. Every postseason has its hero. Every October has its legend. And this year, it's clear who that is. The kid with the golden swing, the unshakable confidence, and the heart of a champion, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is etching his name into history, one towering home run at a time.